Welcome to the Infield Chatter Podcast. It's been a minute, but we're back.
We're back.
I'm sorry, y'all. I went and recorded an album, and I was a little focused on that. But we're back.
I was on the 15-day IL.
Yeah, it's been tough out here. I was also recovering from the IL. Couldn't look at screens because I got pink eye. Rough times over here.
Turf toe and pink eye. That's us, baby.
the lamest injuries you could have for podcast hosts.
That's right.
Well, with all that being said, this is a great time of the year. There's only a few other sports happening, but really it's only baseball. Every day, only baseball. And
the dog
I'm
days
pretty
of summer,
excited.
they call it.
Yeah, it's a great time of the year. I'm digging in every day to make sure I know who's playing who, and mostly because this is prime sports gambling time. I love gambling on baseball, as I've talked about. So this has been great.
He's got an addiction.
It's only an addiction if you lose, is what they say.
That's right. You're paying your rent these days.
I did
gambling money.
Anyway, I'm not going to talk. We don't need to get into the specifics. But anyway, it's been good around here in Chicago for a couple of reasons. One, the Cubs, who knew they would be essentially, or they sweep as of today. It's almost there, but sweeping the Rays.
Yeah, I don't want to cross my fingers yet, but that's the way it's looking. That's the most impressive everything's impressive. Stroh pitched a one-hit shutout with just over 100 pitches. He almost pitched a Greg Maddux game. They call that when it's under 100 pitches, complete game shutout. They call that a Greg Maddux game. Stroh had just like 104 pitches, something like that. One-hit shutout against the Rays. The Rays are 1,000,006 right now. They're
a hitting machine.
Don't lose. Yeah, and then the next night, they scored one run. They've only scored one run in 2 games. You might as well give the Cubs a trophy for that. They're in second to last place right now.
I mean, I was most shocked because the Rays, what do they have? They have 39 wins right now.
Yeah,
most in baseball, and
hotter than hot.
It's just, and it's their hitting's been great, their pitchers have been great. Like it, so. I don't know. I'll be honest. I broke a rule. I went against the Cubs on a few games to my own dismay because guess what? Those boys are hot, and you can't count them out.
No, it's Stroh. Stroh has stepped up as kind of like the leader of the squad right now. Even during the game yesterday, Nico Horner hit a leadoff home run. Stroh was the first guy at the top of the stairs of the dugout, standing on the field, waiting for him to come in to congratulate him. So Stroh is putting on a show, and he's backing the team up, and I couldn't be more for it right now. And then Kyle Hendricks making his first start in almost a year.
Hell yeah.
After being injured and coming in rehab and back. And then I'm not going to lie, I thought he was in trouble yesterday when the game started. I was like, that kind of sucks, having to spend a year rehabbing and face the hottest team in a decade in your first game back, but he carved him up no problem.
I think that's better, though. You might as well have, like, if you're going to come back from an injury and if you're actually going to jump into a game and actually play in a game, why not play the best team? Like, what benefit does it do to go out and play against the A's? Like, maybe, it could build your confidence, but also, like, if you know you're ready to go, if you're ready to go. So I think that's the best way to handle it.
Hendo is back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. All right. Well, and then we can jump down to the south side. Same story, different ballpark.
I'm calling it the Hendricks double helix. The south side, Liam Hendricks beats cancer, comes back in less than a year. It was like 6-8 months ago when he got diagnosed. It was the off season.
Yeah.
Like he pitched their whole season last year, beats cancer, comes back. That's phenomenal.
Just on an off season, like it's no big sweat. Like that's amazing. It's like it is one of those things where you walk and you're like, hell yeah, that's super inspiring. It's dope.
Right. No, if the league wasn't already terrified of this man to begin with because he's Australian and crazy, he also just kicked God in the face for a little while, It was just like, whatever, I'm back to throwing my heater. And then his game, I watched his game. I watched his inning in his return, and he was the victim of some bad calls and some unlucky defense. Other than that, he would have gotten out of that inning without a mark. He did get a blown third strike call, which should have been the third strike for the second out. Blown call, and then that led to, I think he gave up 2 or 3 runs the rest of the inning. He got a tough break in his return, but he could have came out of that unscathed if it hadn't been for the piss poor umpiring, which has been kind of abundant in the league these days.
Well, guess what? You just hold your breath a little bit, and it's gonna be all automatic balls and strikes. So you're not even gonna
That's
have to
right.
worry about that anymore. So I didn't
Nope.
know. And just a quick side, I didn't know that Tuesday through Thursday they do all just automated, and then the other days of the week they do with only 3 challenges in the game. So fun little tidbit I picked up.
In AAA there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Tuesday through Thursday they do a different balls and strikes situation. But we'll talk about that in a future episode. I've been digging deep into that since it is like what is probably going to be the next big rule change, and I want us to be ahead of the game. But we'll get to that in the future. I also say that the White Sox probably have some, and Tom Hamilton from the Guardians radio network ripped into him, but he's just bad at shortstop. And when we played against them, the Guardians aren't great. You know, they do a lot of hitting in the infield, but watching Tim Anderson just fumble the ball like crazy, it was like every other play that was hit to him, he like beefed it. So
Yeah, you think he's got outfield in his future?
he's got, I don't know what, but it was just like rough to watch. And I watched Twitter, just like all the people that like screen recorded Tom Hamilton saying that and just like trying to call him out. But like it's in the numbers. Look at it. Like he's struggled this year defensively.
Defensively,
Yeah.
I have
Also, it's
not.
getting close to raining. We can hear it. So let's hope
Yeah,
that the Cubs finish it out here.
I have not picked up on this Tim Anderson nonsense. But if the Cubs are smart right now, they'll just go ahead, get these 2 outs, kick it to the 5th inning. We can get this rain delay victory and sweep the Rays.
That would be very impressive. Speaking of the White Sox, I would like to highlight how poor the AL Central is right now.
It's real bad. The NL Central is just, if you live in the middle of the country, your baseball team probably sucks.
Yeah, they're just having a rough go. The Twins have the most wins with 28 wins.
It's pretty good. Pretty hot, 28.
And same with the Brewers, 28 as well. Oh, something just
Mhm.
happened at Wrigley. I could hear it.
Let's
But
see. I'm on a delay.
I mean, you
Oh,
look at all
nothing.
the other divisions, and all the teams with 28 are either second or second to last. It's just bad. Teams that have been fun that I really dig. I listened to this really great interview with Spencer Strider, the pitcher for the Braves, and I'm a big fan of him right now. He
Okay.
pitched the other day. He's got a pretty nasty little slider that he threw. Like, I think I saw on Twitter that one of the runs he did was like 101, 100, 101, 98, 101. Like, he's really fucking cool to watch. So he's
Bringing
someone
the
to
heat.
keep an eye out. And Ronald Acuna Jr. is having a great year as well. He's like in the top 5 for like runs stolen, for hits. The Braves are another like cool ass team right now, just kind of chugging along, doing it. So I
Yeah.
don't know. That wasn't our preseason necessary call, but they're good teams to kind of keep an eye out.
Yeah, Acuna's in the talks for MVP already, MVP caliber, and then I think he's the one that might be on pace for 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases out there in Atlanta. One of those guys on that squad could do something ain't been seen in a while.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, it's a good year for stealing. It's been cool to see the plate and all that, and the engagement. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think the stolen bases. I'm a big fan of stolen bases. I really think that change has made the game better. I think maybe they make home plate a little bit bigger. See who steals home more. You know,
Dude, we talked about that in the rule change episode. Let's make the strikes a little different, and
Yeah.
or there's like an invisible, or you know how like college basketball they'll have like the 3-point arc for like pros, and then for college maybe they have like this is for tagging up home plate and this is for the strike zone.
Yeah,
I don't see
I'm
how
for it.
that would be that
We've
big of
thrown
a
all the
deal.
rules, all the tradition out the windows. If
What's
anything. So
Ronald Acuna Jr. to win the NL MVP right now is plus 160. The books right now are saying, yeah, we think he also is going to be the NL MVP. So, who do you think the AL MVP front runner is right now?
if I had to guess, I'd say Otani, but I haven't really been paying too much attention
Nailed it. Minus
to the.
135. Basically,
Yeah,
Vegas is like, yeah, we
he's
know he's going to
definitely
win
gonna
it.
win.
So much so that FanDuel has like a side bet thing, literally Shohei Otani to win the AL MVP, yes or no. Like that's how specific they've gotten for it. So
They're like, yeah, is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be him or not him.
I mean it's like they did another this is another sport, but that Wemby, the basketball player that's going to be the first drafted this year, they already have like him to be MVP anyone else. Like the season hasn't started yet, and they're already like him
Season
against
hasn't ended
every.
yet.
Yeah, true. So yeah, so that's been a real treat right now. Quick home home team rant, dude. The Guardians can't hit. It sucks. I hate watching it. It's just like they're playing Baltimore right now, who Baltimore is also just like killing it. Yeah, scrappy young squad that's just like very cool. Was just in Baltimore, beautiful city. But I can't keep watching them like drop all these games. It's just embarrassing. We're about to get a bunch of pitchers back. Like Tristan McKenzie either started today or tomorrow or next week, I forget. But we're gonna get him back, much needed. But also like Tanner Beebe has been really good. Logan Allen's our other rookie pitcher that's been great. But sorry.
No, I did check.
I can't watch Jose Ramirez keep striking out. It's driving me crazy. So
yeah, I did check the standings out of curiosity. I checked the standings just to see how they were doing, and they are pretty close to the bottom. That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean they're just so lucky they have the Royals in their division, who almost are like
always last place.
Yeah, and that wasn't always like that. They won a World Series not that long ago. Like,
right.
So it is a fall from grace.
And then just this week, they had a perfect game going against the Cardinals into like the 7th or 8th. Pretty embarrassing the other day.
But that's like that game means a lot because it's the close. That's a close town game. That's a real rivalry game. Like
I forgot.
That game that's got a lot of passion. A lot of fans are driving to that game for sure.
I just thought it was very on brand for St. Louis to suck that bad. So.
Speaking of teams sucking, I was thinking about this. Do you think if you joined the Oakland A's today that you could do as well as their worst player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I was also thinking that. Like, I feel like if I played, right or left field.
What are some batting averages over there? 126? I could probably hit that.
I was looking that up. I mean, you think of Moneyball and like, oh, you just need a few random players to kind of do this, that, or the other. But I don't know. Their best batting average is 274, Ruiz, and I was also thinking like if I went up and bunted every single time,
right?
I feel like I would have to get on the base like
at least half the time.
At least some of the half. I'll take a fourth of the time. That would still probably be better. It's just interesting to watch a team be so bad, and I've just been thinking a lot about. What if they just, as a stunt, they haven't done a lot of sports stunts in a while. Remember they put a little person on the Yankees just to bring people out. They give them a number with a fraction in it. Why not?
Don't remember that.
They look it up. I'm probably beefing some of the details, but it's mostly all correct. But I think that'd be a fun like stunt. They do like an invisible, Mark Wahlberg tries out and makes the Eagles style like. Pull it up a batting cage. Whoever gets the most hits at the batting cage gets to play in a series of games. I think that should be the A's. New thing.
Like a player walk on tryout. This would be just like that Garbage Man movie with Tony Danza.
So that's my newest rule update is what I'm hoping for baseball is let's get some fans involved. Who cares?
Yeah,
they're moving to Las Vegas anyway. What does it matter?
Right, they should just let an elephant play in center field like their logo. See if that makes any difference. I don't think it will. But you could put a basket on its head. Maybe he'll catch some fly balls. That'll bring some fans back. You ask me.
It could eat peanuts while you're waiting. Oh,
elephants love peanuts. They were born for this. The only thing elephants love more than peanuts are funnel cakes.
All right, I love this. Also, just unofficially, or officially, what's your hot dog count out right now?
6. I tied you the other day.
Yeah, you tied for 6 for 6 for hot dogs. Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah. Even though I've told a lot of my friends that you're doing minor league baseball, and they're saying that shouldn't count. So
hey, that's a bummer. It does.
Yeah, when it's a 3-to-1 cost ratio. If I were you personally, I just learned this. The White Sox are doing $5 Tuesdays. You can get $5 hot dogs, $5 beers, $5 popcorns. A lot of items for $5 on Tuesdays at the White Sox games, and they're not paying me to say this. It's just a good deal.
I'd be down for heading out to that, but I also think all the minor league teams probably have like Tuesday $1 day. So I'll head out to the Chicago Dogs, and something tells me that they have quite the deal going on out there.
Yep, 50-cent hog night. I'm like over an hour away from a minor league team, so I really don't have the proximity.
Listen,
But
I'm
I'll
driving
probably
90
end up there.
miles to go check out the Kenosha Kingfish again because my boy Mars is the infield announcer. So
That's
I'll
cool.
go
All
support
right.
him. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And I'll get to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." What? Yeah, big
Whoa.
things happen up for me.
In Kenosha.
In Kenosha. Don't look up if anything else happened in Kenosha.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
Turning the vibe around.
turning it around. Hey, speaking of turning the vibe around, to get out of here, a little more pop culture-y baseball news. Unless you have anything else.
I got nothing else. I'm just stoked
Perfect.
that the Cubs suck, but they're beating the best team, and then
I just heard some more cheers. Something's got to be happening.
the return of two of my favorite pitchers. Pretty good week for me.
It's good for you. Guardians are up 1-0. So in more pop culture news, Alex Rodriguez has revealed he has early stage gum disease.
It's from all the shots in his ass he took.
I think this might shock people, but chewing tobacco probably is a contributor to that, if you could even believe it. I hate chewing. I've did it once and puked immediately, never wanted to do it again, so I feel pretty blessed about my experience with that.
Not really my thing either.
Yeah. Yeah, tobacco as a whole, I'm just like, meh.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Mr.
Anyway.
I had a time, but it's over.
It's over. Anyway, so amongst some of my friends, we were talking about this, and it came up with this talking point of we asked Chat GPT to write a We Are the World style song for Alex Rodriguez's gum disease. So I just wanted to get out of here, read a couple of the verses and choruses that Chat GPT came up with for Alex Rodriguez. So here we go.
This is beautiful.
Give me like a 1, 2, or a 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In a world so big where dreams come alive, there's a silent battle, one we can't deny. A gum disease that lingers, causing pain and strife. Let's stand together now and change the game of life. We are united, voices strong and clear. Spreading awareness, fighting gum disease without fear. Hand in hand, we'll make a difference today. For Alex Rodriguez and those in need, we'll find a way. Okay, so that's just the beginning. I want to get to the other really good verse that
it's a 9-minute song they bumped out.
There's two verses, a bridge, a chorus, and an outro.
It's pretty good structure for a robot. I think you're killing it too.
Thank you. I'm not normally a sing-songer, but the bridge is probably
nobody is.
The bridge is probably my favorite. Let's shine a light of gum disease so wide. Encourage good oral health. Turn the tide from brushing and flossing to regular checkups too. Together we can prevent and protect. It's true. And then it goes back into the chorus. So
bridge rips right there.
Yeah. So it ends with raising awareness for gum disease, come what may. So just a little fun thing. Alex Rodriguez, we're thinking about you. And if anyone wants to license out that song, we're willing to sell it for very little money. So even though I know
best
I didn't
wishes,
write it.
Rod. Yeah. No, we can cash in on Chat GBT just like all the Hollywood studios are right now.
Yikes, Aki. Anyway,
Did
so
you say Aki? Is that the new slang?
That's what the kids are saying, dude.
Oh, that's gross.
You got to get out there and see what and get there with the trends and the people.
No, that's not lit, dude. Aki's not lit.
Anyway, well, this has been a great episode of the Infield Chatter Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you're listening, go subscribe. We got socials. We're posting clips and all that.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, we need some help, so help us out. But
we're trying to get sponsored by Big League Chew over here to raise awareness for gum disease.
We got songs. Sign us up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
You stay Aki.